and welcome to Let's Talk About It. I am your host, Sheillyn, and we today have...
Jheda,
Yes!
Big butt.
I am so happy you're back.
I know, me too, darling. Me too.
Your vibe is just immaculate in here.
You know, I start to tell guys I'm very dangerous. Proceed with caution.
Yeah, as you should. As you should. We're going to go ahead and, this isn't like the regular interview process, obviously. So we're just going to do like a couple hot topics, and I got some stories for you. Okay, but I don't know. Do you want to do a shot first?
Yes, let's definitely get in the groove.
Cheers.
Cheers. Let's talk about it. Haven't had that in a minute. I haven't had that in a minute. Starting to feel something. Stallion, chill, baby.
I keep trying to tell Jheda to come out with us after this, but I don't know.
She tired.
She is not that tired. She's not that tired. But I'll let you be. Let's catch up. How's everything been with you?
Life has been so hard.
Aww.
It hasn't been hard, but it's definitely taking some turns and figure out starting over from scratch. Like, I really, like, the last few weeks, I've been, like, really trying to figure out my life.
Yeah.
I'm 30. I'm tired of the same routine. Let's figure it out. Like, let's start doing, accomplishing these goals that we want to do.
Right.
Let's get the body right, and when I say body right, I mean, like, I love working out. So I want to be way more fit. I don't want to necessarily like compete, but I want to just be kind of like a physique, my own like little physique brand, like stallion. Like, I'm a tall, trainee girl. So I want to do that. And then 2, we all know that I got in a car accident. Being sued for $15,000.
Yeah.
So
at least it's not 20,000.
It could be though. Yeah. Like, I'm just guesstimating. I know that's not a word, but I'm guesstimating that it's going to be 15 just to prepare my mind.
15 grand is...
Baby, it look like I'm going to really have to do the OnlyFans.
Plug it in.
Baby, I'm going to have to... I ain't even going to say what I was going to say.
Plug it in.
But, and then 2... As we said last time we talked, I am taking a break from the beauty industry. I really, like, in order for me to really accomplish that goal of what I want, I need to set my foundation and fix behind the scenes first to really focus on that, because when it comes to the beauty industry, you have to have your mind right. Definitely build a clientele. You have to be consistent. And right now, I can't be consistent because at the same time, I need my bills paid.
Right.
And me investing in that and not having a clientele, it's definitely going to be hard. So,
and people don't talk about that enough. Like, I made this video where I was like,
on TikTok.
Yeah, you saw it.
Yeah,
where
I liked it.
Yeah, where I was like, if you don't have the clientele, don't try to get your own.
I was literally
location.
on the toilet watching it last night.
You're like, she's speaking facts.
I was like, LLC, like, girl, tell me. I'm trying.
You're like, say more. How do you do your taxes?
Well, because you know what, I also was saying, like, one of my things I've always wanted to be in the beauty industry. Mm-hmm. And then 2, you remember what I told you, like, 2 weeks ago, a week ago? Yeah. Like, I love working out, and I want my own gym apparel. Like, I just felt like it would be such a diverse thing because I have friends in so many different communities that it would be so lit to just have, like, a diverse. And, like, I've started it. I got the name, and I got the mission statement for it. So, like, that eventually that's gonna come about eventually.
Yeah.
But right now, so
no, but I am so proud of you. Like, I will just say that.
It's been hard the last 2 months.
I am.
I've been like wanting to give up. I'm not gonna lie. I've been like, at this point, the streets just deserve me.
No,
like the church said, we belong to the streets. At this point, just have me, own me, take me, spend me, spit me, eat me, swallow me.
No, I feel like honestly, it's a really big it's a big move for
Yeah.
you to sit here and say, hey, hold on, wait, I need to clean this up. I need to backtrack. And not everybody can say that. And you're saying that, and it's a process.
Well, for me, it's just been such a repetitive thing because, like, we've talked, I think, behind cameras. I don't know if we did it on the cameras. Like, I've been on my own for a very long time. Like, I've been in, like, I saw this video on TikTok where this girl was like, a lot of the aesthetic right now is the soft girl era. And it's like, I want to try to relate to it. I really do. But I don't think I can do it because I've been built such a hard exterior that it's like, life has been hard.
But I also think, like, in general, because of the things you've been through, you've always been in constant defense mode.
Yes.
Like, it's always been a constant thing where you have to defend yourself. You have to defend, you know, what you do, your personality, things like that. So, girl, I get it.
That's why dating is hard.
But you know what? Also, like, I do want to speak on, it's not as easy for Jheda to just get clientele where we live.
Yeah, and
we have a lot of
that's also a hard thing too.
Homophobic,
and I don't even, I
you know,
never really want to like make that be a reason. And I know deep down it is a reason,
it is,
but
though.
it's like, I don't want to be like that
let's
person.
Let's talk about it.
You know, I just... Like,
well, you don't want to be that person that's like, oh, boo me. Like, everyone is against me because this and that. But at the end of the day, though...
Me being trans in the beauty industry in North Florida is not the gag. Yeah. And that's not a good gag either.
Yeah, and people are fucking rude.
Yeah. And two, in Utah, like, they are very much... Like, there's a lot of men out there that's well groomed and like to get wax. I mean, full body wax, like, you know, genitals wax, ass wax, like, and that's such a normal thing. It doesn't matter, gay, straight, well, on the West Coast in general, but here it's just like everyone's like, it's such a gay thing or a feminine thing, and I'm like, that's not fucking true.
Yeah,
I'm like, you work your ass off. I'm like, you're 40. Do you want to look 40 or do you want to go back to fucking 21?
Well, and also like keeping up with yourself and hygiene and all that, it's not feminine. We were talking about that, remember? We were like, oh, the next episode we need to talk about, what did we call it though? So we don't get canceled. We had a cute little name for it.
Girl, we drank so much that day. I don't remember.
What was it though? It was, remember?
I think it was something with trans, wasn't it?
I don't want to say.
Or like, it was something with LGBT.
Yeah,
I know it was something to that.
Well, it's like basically just like men thinking that taking care of themselves, like skincare and things like that, is all just a feminine thing.
It's not.
And it's not.
It's really not. And it's so frustrating.
It's
like,
essential.
That is, imagine if you get a male clientele and you tap into that industry. Oh my God, you will, like, that person could take off.
Yeah, you'll
like
flourish.
Beard mask, like beard facials, like all these different things, like an all natural thing.
Yeah, and plus, like, I just don't see when it became like a feminine thing to do like face masks, to do skincare.
When media came out and just everything is
just like for the girls, and it's like, you should keep up with yourself. Like, you have to.
Like, I mean. Yeah, you have to. It's just, I don't want to get in that topic. But, so, we're saying I'm not in the beauty industry. So, let me tell you what job offer that I got.
Okay.
You are. I am now a correction officer.
Yeah?
I will be working at the prison that Ted Bundy got. Is Call me Officer Amon, baby. Yes, Miss Amon to you. Thank you.
No way.
Yes.
So you're gonna have to wear a little uniform. That's gonna be so cute.
And they're like, well, you can't wear anything tight.
I mean, yeah.
I'm like, obviously.
Yeah. But so wait.
And everyone's like, oh my God, you're gonna like hook up with the inmates. And I'm like, no. I'm like, what the fuck could they do for me?
Jada's not.
I'm like,
easy
when
like
I'm gonna hide behind a dishwasher and be like, yeah, like what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? Like, what are we gonna do? Like, oh, I'm gonna take a little nap in their little cardboard box? No, ma'am. No, ma'am.
No, you're way too
classy.
Yeah, you're way too classy for
Only
that
time
shit.
that I ever get trashy if I have a lot of tequila and there's nobody around and we're behind closed doors.
Which won't be
I
at
am
work.
a very conservative Black woman in the public, okay?
In the public.
In the public.
In the
now
public.
when we're behind closed doors.
It's a little different. Wait, hold on. Do you have like a start date?
So I got hired Thursday. Mm-hmm. So I told her like I got to go to Utah October 25th, and she was like, "Well, I don't know if we'll be able to honor that." So just well, first she was like, "We need to have the warden look at your background because I had a situation about 12 years ago where I got attacked. They played the victim. Well, the guy played the victim, and then I got arrested for defending myself. Ended up getting a lawyer, whatever, beat it, and they brought that kind of flagged up a little bit, but it wasn't that serious because it was 12 years ago. But they ended up signing it off. The warden was like, "Oh, they wasn't charged." So she was like, "Well, I give you the job offer. What day can you start?" I was like, "Well, I go to Utah 25th to the 30th. I wouldn't be able to start to November the 3rd." And she was like, she was like, "That's like 2 months away." And I was like, "I know, but
that's just what I can do.
That's what I can do. If you're not going to honor, I already bought like my tickets and stuff to go to Utah. Like I can't not go. I'm going to money." So she was like, she's like, "I'm going to talk to them and see if we can do it. I want you to start early." And I'm like, I ain't going to lie. I'm a little nervous.
Yeah.
But a lot of people that I know, they have told me that they wouldn't recommend me to do something I don't think I could do. I feel like, because when you think of a prison, you're like, am I going to get shanked or, you know what I'm saying? But
yeah. I mean, I think the worst that they'll do is like, yo.
Baby, don't put your hands on me. That's it.
Yeah, no,
and I'm okay
you have
with
the
that.
power.
But I did my own research and I saw, and you know me, I'm a people person. Everyone ended up loving me. I do hear that a lot of correction officers are so mean to inmates and mistreat them that, I don't know, maybe they need some like lively, like, like you can't go outside and, in the general population, but let me show you what is now in the general population. There's some new aliens, baby.
Yeah. You're like catching them up.
Period. Like, hi. So there's 3 genders now. You got a boy, a girl, and a lady boy. You have options, baby.
Yeah, literally. When you get out of here, just know.
Just know. We blending in. You can't see us.
Oh, my God. I feel like your energy is going to be really good in there.
Oh, baby, well, the money is great.
Oh, good.
When she slid that paper over, and she said, "This is how much you'll be making every paycheck," I said, "Okay." I said, "So I'm rich again."
Damn.
Girl, and the main reason why, like, I really sat down and thought about this. I really did. And the only reason I'm doing it, because, baby, this is my way out of my debt. Like, I want a clean slate. Like, I want to be, my 30s, it should be up. It shouldn't be no roller coaster like my 20s. It needs to be, okay, I'm here, I'm fixing it, and we're going to go
up. It's only up from here.
Yeah. So.
Oh, congratulations, Jheda. This is good stuff. I'm so happy. I
lost 6 pounds.
Yes. We love a fucking skinny queen.
Yes, a snatch.
Well, she's not skinny. She's more like thick. But she's about to get up and show y'all.
That's that thick. That's that nana. The oochie coochie la la.
You did go see Beyonce.
To the casa. This that freak neck.
Jheda went to go see Beyonce alone, and I just don't know what type of courage that is, but I can never go to a concert alone.
I got there. I literally got to the concert like 6. I got there like 6:30. The concert started at like 9 in the scorching hot sun. And I didn't get home till like 4:30. I went there and after the concert, I drove back home.
Oh my gosh. Because you didn't drink there or anything.
No, I didn't drink. No. I mean, I wanted to. It would have been an experience, but I don't know. I think I needed that just for my own mental clarity. Yeah. I was like, really.
My anxiety would have been through the roof.
No, mine was. I ain't gonna lie, I was a little nervous.
Like being alone?
Well, I think it was more on the road. And then what was so crazy is...
You could have called me. I would have talked your ear off on the road.
This is what was crazy. I get a Snapchat. This Snapchat said, "Stop speeding." And I'm like, "Where are you?" Some random guy on Snapchat.
Yeah.
And I'm like, "What do you mean?" It's like, "Stop speeding." And no, he said, no, he didn't say stop speeding. He said, "Drive faster and get off your phone." And I'm like, "How do you know it was me?" Granted, this guy never seen what kind of car I've been driving.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
And he was like, "You're driving the white Tesla in the middle lane." And I said, "What the fuck?"
What?
I was like, "What?" He was like, "I went to Beyonce too." And I was like, creeping asshole.
Yeah, how the hell?
Yeah, it was so weird.
He could have just came up to you and said hi. Like,
But we were on the highway.
oh, well.
But we didn't see each other at the concert. But he said he went to the concert.
But you were posting on Snapchat. That's how he knew you were at the concert.
Yeah.
Girl, what the fuck?
But then I'm like, how the fuck you know I was in a taxi?
No, I would have been scared. That's the type of shit that scares me. I would have been like, oh my
Yeah.
God, they're after me.
Yeah.
I'm paranoid as fuck.
Well, I was a little nervous because then I had to stop and charge the car in this town. And it was raining and storming. I was like, oh, hey, Heavenly Father, I come before you with my sin.
Wrap your arms around
Please.
me. Because
Hey, I do not want to burn in.
it was fun though.
Oh my God, it was so amazing. I like when she literally came up and was like Tampa, Florida, I was just like, this is my girl. It was amazing. This is the second time I saw her. Allegedly, there's supposed to be a reunion with Destiny Childs.
Okay.
So, correction officer might need to come in handy because I'm getting front row.
Front row seats.
Yeah.
Maybe you could be her security.
Yeah. I'm not Michelle. I'm not a Michelle. I'm more like a Kelly Rowland.
Yeah. I feel that.
Nothing against Michelle's. Just I'm always, back up.
Anything else is like,
No, no.
you got a new job. Like you went to go see Beyonce.
Mm-hmm.
You're about
I've been
to...
seeing a guy. Ish. Kind of.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I didn't give him a chance because I thought he had a squeaky voice. He's, when you have he's very good looking. So I'm like, something you're buff, you're black and West Indian.
Okay.
You're from New York. Like something is weird. And baby, when he called and said, yo, I said, I planned our wedding. Our wedding is in Tampa, Florida. I got the outfit ready. I got our honeymoon.
What made you think he had a squeaky voice?
Because I don't know. He just looked like the type of person that have a squeaky voice.
I hate you. Why'd you assume that?
Because I make assumptions. This is why I'm single.
But I feel like you could have just told him, like, if he did, you could have been like, hey, like, hello.
You're right.
Mm-hmm.
But it's funny because the only reason I gave him a chance because another guy pissed me off. And he slid in the DM. So I was like, rebound.
Yeah.
But coming to find out, he is so literally the sweetest guy. Like, haven't pushed being intimate on me. Like, he did experience a little bit of shade, and a little bit of attitude from me because he did something that I didn't like and I don't like. I'm all about. Okay, I'm not going to say that because you're going to come for me when I say that.
No, say it.
I was going to be like, I'm really about punctuality.
She goes,
Oh, wait.
she calls me, hey, I think I'm going to be a little bit late today.
I almost fainted.
But she's all, okay, I'm gonna let you pass because I haven't seen you in a while and I missed you. So I don't want the tension to build.
So listen, so I was mad because he called me and he was like 7:00 and I was like, okay. So and I was ready. Okay, I'll lie. I was at home at 7. He didn't call me, so I was like, I'm not calling him. Like, if we're supposed to do something, he's going to call me.
Yeah.
It's 7:00, so you don't call me. So 7:30 come, he called me. He's like, yo. And I'm like, are you at the gym? And he was like, yeah. And I'm like, bloop.
Peppa Pig. Little.
And then he called back. And then he was like, I think we lost service. I'm like, yeah. I'm like, so you're at the gym? And he was like, yeah. I'm like, you said 7:00. Yeah. He was like, I know, I'm sorry, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, so you're not cooking me dinner? Because he's supposed to cook me dinner. And he was like, I mean, I still can. I said, babe, by the time I get to your house and by the time you go home and shower, it's going to be 9:00. Like, I'm hungry.
Yeah.
And then he was like, okay, well, maybe I can't cook. I'll cook next time. And then he was like, I could pick something up. So me being a Taurus and the bull that I am, I was like, I got my own money. I could buy my own food.
Oh.
And then he was like, okay. He was like, well, let's aim for 8:30. So I was like, fine.
Uh-huh.
I'm driving on the way. I get Checkers. Demolished Checkers. I call him. I'm literally, it's like 8:20. I'm on Blanding, almost by his house. He was like, yo, I just got home. I said, you said 8:30. Like, what are you doing? And
how did he just get home? You had a whole hour and a half.
so then he he said something and I'm like, whatever. He's like, well, where are you? And I'm like, I'm here. He's like, well, you can come in. I'm like, no, I'm not coming in until like you just whenever you're done, like I'll be here. So he don't tell me he's at a shower. He comes out literally. So he opens the door. I get out, try to walk past him to go. He yanked me. I was like, lose the attitude. And I said, okay, daddy. And we were great after.
So I hate you.
And then and before then I told him, I was like, I'm leaving at 10:30 because you never know how it goes. So you always want to set that expectation of like that insurance if you have to leave. And he was like, okay, that's fine. And then it was literally like, by the time we laid in bed, it was like 10. And I was like, fuck, it's already time to go. And he was like, well, and I said, well, what?
Yeah.
He said, well, and I said, no, say it. I said, you want me to stay?
You want me to stay?
And he said, I said, that ain't a yes or no. Do you want me to stay?
Yeah. Like,
and
just
he
ask.
said, yes. I said, okay.
You stayed the night?
Period. And then he had 2 meals to eat because, you know, he's really big in the gym and he had to he has his whole meal set up or whatever. So he's like, yeah, but he's like, probably you're going to pass out before me. And I'm like, probably.
Yeah.
Literally, get in bed. Wasn't even 10 minutes later. He's on me, passed the fuck out snoring.
It's all that time at the gym.
So.
That's what it was.
And then it was a hurricane. And then we forgot it was a hurricane. And we made plans on Wednesday. And he was like, come over. I'm going to cook you breakfast. And I said, okay. But I got there. I didn't want to eat breakfast.
You know?
I wanted to sleep. I didn't really sleep.
Yeah. And
like literally we slept for 7 hours. Like I got there like 8 something in the morning and I didn't leave his house till about 5 or something like that.
What?
Yeah. We were asleep the whole time.
Oh.
I know he's really nice to me. The only thing that sucks is he's leaving. For work. He's leaving for 3 months. He got a contract in Vermont. But I don't know. Like I'm just hanging out. I'm having fun hanging out. Yeah. I don't want to get intimate with him because I know me. And
you'll probably
I'll be like,
who
the fuck you with up there?
Yeah.
Like, bitch, my flight will be arriving in 4 hours.
And plus these 3 months, you can see, like, you guys can talk and you guys can, you can see, feel him out. And then it'll be way better when he comes back. And I do. And it's weird because I like a guy to be clingy, but then I don't. And I do like that there's an understanding between me and him of like, he will text me. Like even if we don't talk for a few days, he'll text me, hey beautiful, how are you, just checking on you, and stuff. And it's like, okay, like it's not one of those needy ones where, girl, my life is a mess. Needy, like text you every day?
Girl, like me.
I'm needy. I was gonna say I'm like needy me. As hell. I'm too. Needy. I need to be,
and that's what I'm saying. Like
I need to be reminded.
And right. Let a motherfucker know, like, tell me I'm pretty.
Yeah.
That's why I get on dating apps. I want validation. I like, tell me I'm pretty, and then I may ignore you.
Yeah.
Period.
Right, but like even if I do mention it, like, come on now.
Period. Yeah.
It is what it is.
That's the Jheda update.
I love that.
Yeah. She's trying to grow up to her age.
I love it.
People say act her age, but like the TikTok videos say, I never been this age before, so how I'm gonna act it?
And honestly, like when I was like, I don't know, am I in my mid-20s? I feel like I'm in my mid-20s. But I feel like when I was like getting into my 20s or my early 20s, I was very like, oh my gosh, like 30s old, that you start thinking that, and it's almost like when you get there, when you're like in getting to the 30s, it's not old at all. It's so young.
21s. Yeah.
It's so young because I feel like when you're 20, 21,
Yeah, it's like
You don't
we're
know
still
nothing.
kids.
You don't know nothing. You're broke. You're fresh out of high
Yeah.
school. Like all you really know is your high school friends. You're starting like a career.
Yeah. Yeah.
Everyone has like their different things in life, but
Yeah.
mm-mm. So we are back, and that was like a little catch-up moment between Jada and I, but I guess we'll just go into the stories.
Are they interesting?
They are. Why do you say it like that, like if they're not interesting?
Because is it like ripping some shit off some pussy?
Maybe.
Like pussy do say?
These are actually new to me. So
Okay.
we're
both
get,
gonna
it's,
get their,
yeah,
oh
it's
wow,
the both,
okay.
yeah, raw reactions. This one's really long though, so let me get my voice ready. So this one's title is just called Spa Day. And they go, my best friend and I decided to do a spa day together. We found a place near her that had a special deal on that, and it included a facial, a full body massage, and a manicure, pedicure, all for a great price. So we booked an appointment. That's a really good deal.
Right.
Whatever that was. We get there and we are greeted by this snotty girl who looked fresh out of aesthetic school. What do you mean by she looked fresh out of esthetician school?
That's what I was trying to figure
Well, what do you
out.
mean by that?
Like, what, like unprofessional?
Yeah, like, and how is she snotty? Give me the
Right.
details.
Right.
She couldn't find a record of the appointment we booked and is generally, okay, and she was giving them attitude.
Okay.
Okay. So we ask for a manager who comes out and tries to smooth things over, but they're just clueless and gets us set up in a room.
Okay.
Sorry about that. They ask us what we're there for, and we tell them we're there for the special we saw on their website. And none of them are aware of it. And after 20 minutes of having them check the website, call the owners, and they ask us the same questions over and over about what the special package included, we finally get started. I get stuck with the snotty girl. My friend gets this other woman who they didn't inform us was a student doing her placement. My facial and massage were a nightmare as Miss Snotty had one. Well, I think I'm saying it wrong. I think it's snooty.
How is it spelled?
It's spelled Snooty.
Yeah, snooty.
Snooty.
That's okay.
All right. Yeah. Y'all get it.
Yeah.
Y'all get it. I'll fix myself now. So I get stuck with the snooty girl, and my friend gets this other woman that they didn't inform us was a student doing her placement. My facial and massage were a nightmare as Miss Snooty had 1-inch long acrylic nails with dangly crap all over them that kept scratching me. I ended up breaking out like crazy all over my face and back afterwards. My friend was in pain after because her girl massaged her using only her elbows, and when we talked afterwards, we found out she missed a few steps in the facial.
How do they know?
She said that the girl didn't steam them beforehand. She didn't exfoliate, etc. And then she said our manicures were done so bad and half-assed that we just skipped the pedis and decided to leave. When we went to pay afterwards and asked for a discount since the service was horrible, and they refused. So we paid and didn't leave a tip and told them we were never coming back and will tell others to never come here.
So in the beginning, did it say it was a spa or a school?
Says it was a spa.
It's probably like how my school is. The school that I went to, we have, obviously it's a school, but it has a spa kind of like in where we do like, they do promotions and stuff for certain things for the students.
I think it was a spa, but there was just like a lot of new people there too.
But then why did she say there was a student then? Because a student can't work at a spa without their license and do that.
Let me go back. We found out.
They said one was a student. We found out that one lady was a student.
And she was doing her placement.
So again, there's no, like, it has to be like my school to where she has like, the owner has, because, my school was a private school. So she has coupons and stuff on Groupon to where you can get like a facial, massage and everything. And I feel like that probably was my school they were talking about. Mm. But you know what I'm saying? And
well, and also like it's a great deal. Like,
but I just feel like
you should have.
I mean, I can see both ends because
I can see both ends, but
that person shouldn't have long nails if you're doing a massage.
Yeah, you shouldn't. But also, like, I feel like just take the L. Like at that point, like if it's no harm done, like do you really have to sit here and be like, oh, it, like all this and that? I feel like she walked into it
with
and
a very high.
yeah, like as soon as like nothing was like, clicking and perfect, she was very like, oh, well.
I just feel like she's leaving out major details. Like how much was it though? What was the deal?
And she was also like looking into things to find wrong because it's like, how did you guys know that the other girl was a student? Let's really talk about it.
I just wonder how much
was it?
Because that right there is the key to this story.
Yeah.
Because if it was $50, baby, what you think you finna get?
Right.
The fuck? Like what? Yeah. Sister girl.
And like, it's okay to like not leave a tip. But I don't know. I don't think I've ever gone to a place and had such a horrible experience that I'm at the checkout. Like, give me a discount.
I would tell you this. Me being a server and driving for Uber Lyft too. And people make their living off a tip. It definitely, like, people have bad days.
Yeah. And
it's like, regardless if I didn't appreciate or if I didn't like the service or whatever, I'm not going to tip you.
Right.
Like, I'm going to be disappointed and be like, whatever, but you did your job and you're whatever. And like, I'm going to give you your 20%, but I just know next time I'm not going to come. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And like also what it seems like is there might have been a miscommunication. Like if there's such a big miscommunication, like let's say we go to a spa day and they're like, we have no idea what special you're talking about. Oh, okay. Well then, we'll just go ahead and go. You know what I mean? Because at this point,
forcing that.
You're kind of poking. Right. You're poking it.
I forgot about that part.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm like, I get it from both sides, but honestly, it sounds like she wanted to pick and poke. Like, you're over here talking about her acrylics. Like, I get it. You're not supposed to have long nails when you're an esthetician. Like, I get that, but I feel like you were poking and picking, and you should have told me what exactly she said to have an attitude.
Right. They're leaving that detail out.
Because it kind of seems like you came in there a little hot and heavy.
You're like raw high, raw heavy.
We'll go to the next one. I said what I said on that one.
Period.
This one's called Just Cosmetology School. And they go, so I graduated over a year ago and I'm currently working at a Smart Style inside of a Walmart. So I get tons of weird people. But my horror story from Cosmo School is about one male client I had 20 minutes before we closed. So he gets out of his car and we're all standing watching. The front of our building was all windows. So he's dressed in full Ghostbusters attire and we're all standing there dreading who's going to have to cut his hair. And of course it ends up being me. He sits in my chair and he is so sweaty and reeks of BO, body odor. He proceeds to even ask about cutting my boyfriend's hair. And even though I didn't have a boyfriend at the time, I acted like I did. And he then says to me, well, I don't think you'd want to date a 35-year-old man anyways. So I finally finished his haircut after closing time and checked him out. I go to leave school and get in my car and he's sitting, what? And he's sitting and waiting for me in his truck. No, ma'am. I walk past and he honks the horn at me. At this point, I'm speed walking to get to my car and to lock the door. I never saw him after that, and even the educators were weirded out. I also saw a druggie punch his wife in the parking lot, and I had to call the cops and give a statement.
A lot was going on there.
A lot was going on, girl. Carry pepper spray. I don't... No. You waiting for me in the... That's scary.
Yeah. I've had people follow me before.
That's so scary.
I just pretend like I had a boyfriend, but I would call my friend and I pretend like he was my boyfriend.
Yeah.
And I was like, there's 2 people following me.
Yeah, say it loud. They can hear.
I ain't going to say what I want, what I really said.
Okay, next one is a whack story.
We love a whack story. Rip the pussy.
My sister was an esthetician and refused to do LAs, which is lips and assholes, what she said, because of issues with people's hygiene. And
wait. Was the lips like the...
I think so.
It mean the vagina?
Yeah, I think so. She should have just said Brazilian.
Right. Right.
But okay. So because of people's hygiene and how gross it could be, her coworkers gladly did them though. They were better tippers in general when you're waxing their asshole and don't hurt them too bad. LOL. Sometimes people come in and they're super sweaty and it's hard for the wax to stick to sweaty skin, so usually they just pat some baby powder on them and problem solved. One day a younger woman came in. She was super sweaty, so the estheticians decided to haul out the baby powder. They dabbed some on and turned to get to the pot of wax to do the job. I should mention that the woman getting the wax was on all fours on the table, as they usually are. So esthetician turns to get the wax, woman on the table lets out a fart. Just a little slip, but still, baby powder went everywhere, all over the table, all over the esthetician, and was hanging in the air.
It's given like the white chicks.
Yeah.
That like thing. Yeah. That's what it was giving. Damn, okay.
I asked the girl if she was embarrassed, and my sister said that apparently she just played it off like she didn't drop a bomb. But the baby powder evidence told the truth. Plus it reeked. Ew. This is gross. But the esthetician was a total pro and didn't even faze her. That would have been the end of my waxing career. LOL. Girl.
But that comes with the territory. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, that's not like as horror as like what we heard. But
Peeing
I mean,
on the
I
bed.
get it. I mean, I get that. But that, I mean, just naturally, I don't know if you know, like, I think on Google it states if your stomach hurt, if you get in a like doggy style and your face down and your ass up, like your hole will go like like a little fart will come out.
Really?
I mean, it does it for me. So if my tummy hurts, so I don't know. I mean, and I know I'm not like
But I just feel like
loose or anything.
at the end of the day, like it's almost like maybe it was her first time. I don't know. You can't really make people feel bad
About a fart.
for something like that. You say you're about to?
No,
I was like,
said
girl.
for a fart. I said for baby. I don't fart in public
I was like,
unless I'm in the store at the mall and I fart past somebody and I walk by and I'd be like, damn, they stink.
blame it on them.
Blame it on the goose. Blame it on.
No, that is so funny. Yeah, no, I just feel like honestly, like it kind of sucks that it smelled and stuff, but
I mean, that comes with the territory. So I'm not like that. I would be like, damn, bitch stink. But
no, I mean, but honestly, like that's why I would not do full body waxing. Like I don't put myself in that predicament because I know I couldn't handle something like that.
I mean, when I used to get waxed, my main thing was like making sure like I'm well. I took a good shower. You know,
Well,
that's like for me. That's the main thing. A fart, I don't give a fuck about a fart. Just don't get in my eye and give me a sty,
yeah,
pink eye or something.
yeah. But at least come clean to your appointment. Like,
Yeah.
girl, don't be coming from the gym or something.
Oh yeah.
Ooh, we have a lash story.
I don't think we ever heard of. Have we ever had a
No.
lash story?
And at the end, I have a surprise because we have a viewer that actually sent in a story.
Okay.
Okay. And that's also a lash story, but that'll be like our last one.
Yeah.
So she says short story. This is absolutely not a short story, but or they. Sorry. I got
Why you said they?
because I don't know what they
Oh.
I don't you know. You know how people are.
I got her. She said,
I started stuttering. I was
right.
like, I don't want to get
I'm just
canceled.
fucking with you.
They go.
Mm-hmm.
I got lash extensions done by a girl who is a receptionist at a salon that I go to. Okay. Okay.
That sounds weird.
I didn't know she did them out of her house until the day of my appointment, but I went anyway. So I come in and I lay on her table and she gets started. Not even 10 minutes later and her next appointment shows up. Girl.
Oh, I don't know why this already sounded love.
This is a little.
Right.
Okay. So then I feel like she is rushing. I could smell the glue and occasionally my eyes would burn. Afterwards, my lashes felt a little tight and uncomfortable. As she was finishing up, I told her I felt like something was poking me in a few different areas. She kept saying it was a gel pad and that she removed it all. So I finished and she shows me my lashes, which from a distance, they looked fine. I get to my car and look in the mirror and I could see a huge chunk of glue with a few lashes stuck together. My lashes felt crunchy and hurt to brush.
Oh.
I went back inside with a girl on her table and told her what I saw and if she could remove that piece. She kept picking at it, saying it was a gel pad, and I told her I felt like she was plucking them out, in which she kept saying, oh gosh, no, I would never do that. So I went back to my car, and after the most painful picking, and noticed a missing cluster of lashes. I was so pissed and I left 100% plugged 3 to 4 lashes out. I was up until 1 a.m. finding another lash tech that could remove them. She removed them the next day, but boy, there was so much glue that wouldn't even come off even after she let them soak. It looked like I had lice in my lashes. But thankfully, all the glue finally came out after 4 days. She then applied a new set and they are gorgeous. Now, I have an ethical dilemma. I had no idea in the state of Tennessee you need to be a licensed esthetician or cosmetologist to be certified. No, don't. I know where this is going. This is about to piss me off. This is about to really enrage me. This girl claimed she was trained and certified in lashes. She is putting these awful lashes on girls, and I can't imagine how they go more than 1 day with those things on their eyes. Multiple lashes were stuck together on mine, and I can't imagine the shedding process. I learned that she is actually about to graduate from her esthetician program. But is there any way to report her? Or is that bad? I feel responsible in a slight way to inform people of the wrongdoing she is doing to these poor women who go to her because she is well known around among the 20-something girls. No, girl, do not. No, if she is well known, I've never had a bad day with lashing to the point where like I mess someone up. So this girl must be fairly new. You said she's just like graduating her esthetician program. Please, like if you're watching this, do not stop her bag like that. Like first of all, you could message her. She was obviously very freaked out. She was telling you like, "Oh my God, I would never do that." Maybe she was rushing. Things were going. I don't know. Maybe she really did do a shitty job. Do you go now and report her? No, you don't do that. Like just ethically, if you're like, oh, I want to save the girls. She's popular, girl. You had a bad experience with her. She's popular.
It was you, not her.
It was you, baby. No, and it wasn't even you. It probably was her. She was having a bad day, but like, don't go and report her. I would say.
But what I mean when I say it was you, it was like maybe it was just you were like you happened to be her bad day.
Yeah, you happened to be her bad day, and obviously, like she was nice about it. She took you back in while she had a client on her bed. I don't know. Maybe she like booked y'all at the same time. She's rushing. She's scared. She's doing this out of her house. Please do not get her kicked out of esthetician school over like a bad set of lashes. You're not blind. Yeah. It'd be different if you were blind and you're like, I don't know, your eye fell out. Yeah. It didn't. You're good. You have gorgeous like lashes.
Burning or like something.
Like I've never had that because when I started working, I worked under a shop and I didn't just work straight out of my house. So I've always had, you know, in the beginning, I had girls there that knew way more than me and the owner knew more and things like that. So that could never happen. But like not everyone gets that luxury to be able to put their whole life on hold.
Right.
To just practice and do lashes. She's obviously doing this as a side income. She obviously is in esthetician school and she's working at a salon. She's doing 3 things. Do not stop that girl's bag. Right. Period. I said what I said. And that's just what it is.
Shot.
Yep. Let's take a shot. That one pissed me off.
Oh, girl, I know.
Like if her eye fell out, okay. But okay, I have this one and then we'll do the last one. Hmm? This one, it's a laser hair removal. And you were telling me how you wanted to do laser hair removal on yourself, so.
Well, I did laser hair removal on my face.
I want to get I want to be bald.
Me too.
I want to be
like Rufus.
Mm-hmm. I want to be, I don't want any hair on, well, do you shave your arms?
No.
No?
No.
You're hairless.
I mean, I got a little bit of hair, but.
No, you're hairless.
I'm not Rufus.
I shave my arms.
Oh, I don't. Do you know who Rufus is?
Is it?
Rufus the Naked Mole Rat from Kim Possible.
You know his name? I didn't know he had a name.
Yes, Rufus. He was
She's
the
like,
sidekick.
Oh, yeah. That's how I want to be. I want to be like bald.
Bald. You want to be like
But
bald.
I shave everything except my back. My back isn't bad, though.
Yeah.
I don't think. I don't know. I don't look back.
Is it you that shave everything, or is it your partner?
No, I shave everything.
Okay.
I shave everything to the point where I get there. They're like, oh, I've never felt something so soft. And I'm like, I know.
Who said that?
I know.
Who said that?
Who said that? Who
Who
said that?
Anyway, I said that.
Listen. I like to keep the people going.
Right. I want to know who said that. I think I have an idea who said that.
I just like to, the only hair I want growing is my head.
And that's the only thing. Let me shut up. You know what I was about to say?
Yes. But being,
okay, don't get rude.
But being a Hispanic girl, like my hair would grow like on my arms. Like, and especially because I'm light. I'm very fair skinned.
Well, technically, so you're not fully...
See. What? Jheda, don't you dare. In the middle of our story. Jada's going to put me out there. Y'all.
No, I'm not going to do it. No, we already talked about it, didn't we, on the podcast?
No. This would be their first time hearing this. I took a DNA test, y'all.
Wait. I thought we talked about this.
No, we were supposed to, but I took a DNA test, y'all. And the verdict says...
She black or white. Wait, it got real hot in here.
No, these lights are really hot. No, yeah. Guys, so my parents were both born in Dominican Republic. So I was born in New York, and that's what I've known in life. And I took a DNA test, and I expected it to be a little, I don't know, like Dominican. Right. I don't know. I expected probably some like Puerto Rican or something in there. You expected
to have other stuff, but you thought the Dominican would be way more dominant.
Yeah, no. I'm very
black. You got more black than you did anything. Like,
yeah, and which is crazy because like no one... When I was younger, I've obviously like messed up my hair, and my hair is not the same curly texture that it used to be. Now it's just like, now I have to put extensions on and things like that. So, and just over the years, I don't.
But I mean, but if you want to be, like, if you really think about it though, but you do look like Hispanic. Like,
I do?
You look Latina. But I would think you would be black and Latina. You know what I'm saying?
Well, everyone has a different thing when they see me. They're like, I've gotten Arabic.
I can see that.
I very rarely get white. People are like, she can't be white. No. She's a little mixed with something like European. People like will be like black and white.
Because I feel like
never got Dominican. They're mostly like Puerto Rican.
I can see Puerto Rican would be definitely be Puerto Rican would be number one.
Yeah, but
because you have a attitude like a Puerto Rican.
Puerto Rican. I got that Puerto Rican hair today. Period. I feel like a Puerto Rican in this hair.
Period. Ow. But when I remember when you was telling me this, like I was so shocked. I was like, what?
We were eating, and I was showing her the results, and no, it is shocking.
Oh yeah,
to
we
me.
were eating.
Yeah, it is shocking to me because everyone in my family is a lot
darker
than I am.
Yeah.
Like they're all. I'm the lightest one. Like when it comes to like my brothers, my mom, my dad. I'm the lightest one.
But you also, genetics are freaking weird when it comes to like Hispanics and black.
Yeah, it's super weird. Like my mom is, like more. I don't know, what's her skin color? Is she
like I would say like a darker like olive.
Yeah, she's like a darker olive, and she's got this like super straight, like, long jet black hair. Like she's very Pocahontas.
She's very pretty,
gorgeous, and then
definitely would not think
my brothers
having like kids like
and then my brothers, they're like the same color as her,
dark.
and then they have like this like broccoli curly hair, and they used to be like slick straight when they were younger. So I don't know.
Yeah, because the youngest brother, he has like really curly hair, and I feel like the oldest brother,
it never used to be like that.
His is like curly, but then it's also like straight curly at the same time. But the youngest one definitely have like the curly
and
curly.
they have like really, really beautiful, like thick hair.
I
when I was born bald. I was bald till I was like 1.
You a bald headed hoe?
Oh yeah. That's why
that's where the black came in.
You shut the fuck up.
because majority of a lot of black babies, it's so weird because like my cousin who you do her lashes, she has a lot of hair now, but when she was a kid, like until like she was maybe 13, she was like my fro right now. She could like for years. My fro is longer than what she could grow from the first till she was 13.
Yeah,
and it wasn't until recently when she hit like puberty and she got older,
then it could actually grow.
Her hair is like so much.
Yeah. See, I mean, well, my hair was growing, but it grew like it was very light. Like it was like light, like a dirty blonde, light brown.
The color. Oh yeah.
Yeah, and it was like just waves, and I looked like a boy. I look like a boy forever, so.
Ooh, not my hair looking a little ratchet.
No, I love your hair like this. Oh my God, we got so off topic.
Sorry, it was my fault.
Okay.
It was my fault. Sorry.
That was like a little.
Sorry.
Get to know me.
Sorry.
I do feel like a Puerto
But
Rican
you need one day. I feel like before we continue, one day you have to do like an episode just yourself and like we need. Or we just need to record like the backstory of like.
It's so bad.
I feel like you need to do that on like TikTok too. Like that would be your way to go. Like everyone be like.
I think everybody would be really shocked.
Everyone will figure out what we were trying to look for that day.
Yeah.
TikTok will fucking figure it out.
Well, and you know what? Honestly, like the thing is that I'm a very, very private person. To the point where I kind of give off different vibes when you first meet me. And then when you get to know me, you're like, she's not a bitch. Like at all. She's silly. Like she's a silly girl. She's just like.
When she's in work mode, she's very, very.
I have tunnel vision.
Don't take her off her damn course.
Yeah.
It's like.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. We're proud to plastic she be had a brand new.
Yeah, period. But one day I will. And I also want to like give the backstory about how I got here, because I feel like people see my location and they see like the different rooms and they think
you're rich.
They truly do think I am. And I'm like, I've been on my own since I was 18 years old. Since I was 18, I've been living on my own. I got myself through esthetician school while working a full-time job. Like it's not. No, it's not daddy's money, which I wish.
No, I wish we had daddy's money.
I know.
Bitch, I need another stack. I'm glad I'm going to Utah soon.
Okay, let's do the laser hair removal. One time I was lasering a woman's bikini area, so a full Brazilian.
Okay.
Now she was a well put together. She didn't put. Excuse me. Okay, I'm going to start over. So we're going to start with the laser hair removal story. One time I was lasering a woman's bikini area, full Brazilian. She was a well put together woman, and it was in a ridiculously wealthy area. But my goodness, the lady stench was horrific.
She was stank?
She was stank.
What was stank? Her underarms or her?
I don't think so. I don't think so. Like no showering for a few days on your period bad. Ooh.
That was very fishy.
I knew something was up. Hygiene wise, so obviously I tried to do this as quickly as possible. Well, I had her lift her leg to her chest so I could do her backside, and there were dried bits of toilet paper stuck to her butt.
So shit.
Now this has happened before, so I do my best to go around it. I have her lift her other leg, and she had crap smeared all over her butt. I was horrified. I had no idea what to do. Girl, this is a grown woman. That doesn't clean
unfortunately,
her ass.
I cannot continue this. You need to wipe your ass.
To the bathroom you go.
No, not to the bathroom. Take your ass home and clean that ass.
Eventually, I told her that she had missed too large of an area while shaving, and I wouldn't be able to get a good treatment, but we would finish it after her treatments were done. It was horrifying. This happened within the first month of my career too. And ever since then, I made sure to have baby wipes on hand for people to wipe down with.
You should have always had that in the beginning.
You should make a rule and be like,
Well,
hey,
that's
before you come
that's
in,
waxing
shower.
101. Waxing 101 is always make sure you're well groomed, but also as a beautician and an esthetician, you should always have wipes.
Yeah, that's
Always.
and usually during facials, I get people that say their skin is in really great condition. And as soon as I touch it and look at it, I can immediately tell they need some serious help. And then they don't believe me. Like one lady said she used nothing but Joy Dish soap 3 times a day to wash her face. You could almost see it breaking from the dryness. But no, her skin was in excellent condition. So stuff like that happens all the time. It just baffles me on how out of tune with their skin some people can be. But anyways, that's more of a rant than a good story.
All right. So
that was a good rant.
Okay. So going back to the beautician, always have wipes on. Have in your website or anything that you promote, make sure like hygiene is number one. Make sure you're well groomed, well ready to be prepared. But also just in case bitches are dirty ass hoes, and that goes for male, female, cats, dogs, lizards, alligators, and snakes. Always have, wipes available just to be prepared because people can be nasty. And then going to the esthetician, if she so-called got great skin, then why is she here?
Yeah. And plus, like, at some point, you just got to let people be. Like, I know it's aggravating. She said it's more of a rant than a story. You didn't ask for advice. But, like, if anyone is listening and needs it, like, just let people be at that point. Like,
I'm just like, okay, so you have great skin. So, okay, I'll still take your money. We're done.
Yeah. And I know it sucks whenever, like, you're just wanting to help their skin and you can obviously see, like, how you can make it better. But there's some people who just don't want to hear it. They just think, and, I mean, what can you do?
Yeah.
You want my help? You want my help? You don't? You don't.
Yeah.
Period.
So what is this next story?
So this last story is actually one of the viewer stories. Huh. And I'm just going to try to find it. So guys, I am still accepting viewer stories. If they don't pertain to anyone that is a guest, then me and Jada will hear them. Like, we will literally sit here and get together on a Sunday and just talk about your stories. And we'll give you our hot takes. So
the honest truth. You have to be prepared for the honest truth. Yeah. Like, cause I know I'm going to talk my shit.
Yeah, we do talk our shit. Yeah. But, like, honestly, whether you were a customer or you're the person or was your mom or whatever, whoever it was, send it over to the email managing Let's Talk About It. I'll put it down on the link or on the bio below. So she calls this a lash horror story. Mm-hmm. She says, this did not happen to me, but I was there when it happened to my mom. One day I was on Instagram and I felt in a rabbit hole of looking for nail and lash techs. And so I found this girl and she had a pretty decent following and her work looked good. So I booked her for my mom. My mom's never gotten any type of lashes done before and she was excited, which now I feel really bad about because she was going to get her lashes done. And so the day came and I went with my mom. And first of all, it took us a while to find the building. And we tried calling her and texting her multiple times and she never answered. But 15 minutes later, we found the building and the girl was nowhere to be found. We waited about 10 more minutes until she came and we went inside and she sat my mom on a chair and started. I do want to say I'm not a lash expert of any sort, but she took extremely long on just one eye.
Red flag. I was ready for you to say something. I remember you training me.
Yeah. I'm like, you guys go from eye to eye, please. Go to my TikTok if you really want to understand why. Just don't do one eye at a time. There's no reason for it. You'll go slower, much slower.
But I also thought like doing eye to eye is always, it's easier.
It gives the glue time to dry too.
Well, I thought also like, let's say if an emergency come up or something, it's easy to.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, no.
Instead of one eye, like, hi, you can fly away with this eye, but I can't see the other one.
Yeah, some people are like, when like I have new clients, they're like, oh, you do eye to eye, and I'm like, yeah, girl, you're gonna see how fast I do this too. So it took her about 2.5 hours on one eye. That's why I say do eye to eye.
That
Because
should have been the
it
whole
takes
thing.
longer. Not to mention while she was doing the lashes, she was texting on her phone while doing my mom's lashes.
Why does it sound like my experience?
Yeah. Your first experience. And when she started doing the other eye, it literally only took about 30 minutes. Girl, she lying. I don't know what she did, but that doesn't make any sense. When we got there, it was already 4:45, and when we left, it was about 7:05ish. And so we finished, and my mom paid her. She was so happy with her lashes, and she did feel beautiful. And while we were in the car, I noticed some of her lashes already falling off. And I was like, okay, I'm not an expert, but this isn't normal. And we kind of just shrugged it off until the same day my mom's lashes were literally bad. Like they were back to normal. The eye she took so long on, and my mom fell asleep the next morning and all her lashes were all over the pillow. And my mom's eye was extremely red. My mom immediately texted her and demanded for her to either fix it or give her her money back because she had paid a lot of money for her lashes to fall off the next day. I kid you not, she never responded. Girl,
You got scammed.
pull up back to that building. I'll find it this time.
All right. Do.
Yeah, because
Hello,
what?
motherfucker.
Like, is she serious? Like, all of her reviews are good. We can't be the only people that she has scammed, or maybe she is good and my mom's service just went wrong. And so my mom texted her again, and she gave my mom her deposit back, which was $95, and then she blocked my mom. After that, I booked my mom an appointment with someone who had a license and was trained to do lashes, and she was really sweet and did an amazing job. And my mom was happy again. P.S. I love your input in the beauty industry. Thank you.
Yeah.
I am going to keep you anonymous because I didn't see anywhere where you didn't want to be kept anonymous. But thank you. Thank you so much, because this girl has always been like a day one. She was like excited before we even started the podcast.
Is she one of your clientele?
No.
She
doesn't live here. I forgot where she lives.
Oh, well.
I forgot where she lives.
I love that.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I've always, remember I told you like my horror story on Lash, and then like, and my anxiety when I first like lay down, and it was just so comfortable.
Yeah.
It'd be so comfortable. I'll take my wig off.
Yeah. No, honestly, it has to be a comfortable experience. Like, this is more of on the tech. I don't think this was anything to do with your mom or you, because number one, this is why when I train girls, I tell them do eye to eye. If you do one eye, first of all, you're going to get lazy on the next eye. I just know it. You're going to get lazy. You are not letting the glue dry when you're going like just one eye, and it feels longer. Why don't you just do from one eye what you do to the other? Right. Like that's literally how I teach girls.
I know. I was one of the trainees.
And it's an amazing way that's how I was taught when I so basically I learned how to do lashes from someone that used to lash in Atlanta, and she came back to Jacksonville and got her own shop. She was so good. Her girls were all so good. So I learned so much from them. And she's very hard on us. But like her number one thing was do eye to eye. Like you will not work just with one eye.
Period.
And so I just feel like, I don't know, that was weird. I'm glad she gave your mom's deposit back.
Yeah, at least, I mean, $100 is $100. That's a lot of money.
Yeah, I mean, for them to fall out. Also, guys, if your lashes ever fall out the first day, or like you wake up and all your lashes are on the pillow and you're like bare eye, it's because your lash tech doesn't do proper placement, or mixed in with like she doesn't have good quality products.
Right. I mean, like I've always stated, like, me being your clientele, even though my, feels when I come back is way longer than what normal, but even at a month when I come and get a feel, like I'm still, like, I don't see no fallout. And in any of the times that I do get a fallout, it's because, like, you did my lashes, you started my lashes in February. And then they stopped in July. Mm-hmm. Yeah, July.
Yeah, and we're about to do them again.
And
She's going to be back. She's going to be back. But,
bitch, already.
Yes. But you know what, though? Like, the thing is that lash techs, a lot of them make it look nice and stuff on their Instagram. You just got to be really careful.
It's the quality, though.
Yeah, it really is.
But then also you really have, you got to emphasize, too, first 24 hours is also crucial to how your lashes come.
Well,
right?
not for me.
No. I'm saying like typically like.
Well, cause
beginners, right?
Yeah, for beginners. But like me, after you get up, I can wash your lashes right then and there. You can wash your lashes. Washing your lashes should not affect the lashes coming out. The lashes should honestly be washed. The more you wash them, the better they last. If I'm being honest, washing them will not do anything as long as the placement, the quality is precise. You'll be just fine. The only thing is that I know like my first year doing lashes, I went through that where like everyone's lashes would fall off and they'd come back and they'd be like, my lashes are falling off. I'm like, I don't know why. Because I really did it. And it was really just about placement. Like once I got to my second lash job, which was probably like 2 years ago, I haven't had someone text me and be like, oh, my lashes fell off.
Right.
Like, I only hear that, oh, it's so well, but it's also the consistency that when I sit there, I'm focused. She's over here, like, texting people while she's doing your mom's like, I'm a focused girl. I'm, like, I really want this to be done. And, like, my main thing is for it to last. So, sorry that you went to a very lazy lash tech. Or your mom went to one.
Sorry.
I'm glad it ended up well, though, when she went to, yeah, right. Sometimes
no tea, no shade.
Yeah.
Well, it was a pleasure.
It was fun.
I know. Let's take our last shot.
Oh, I forgot we had one.
Yeah.
I'm scared.
I'm so happy to be here.
I'm happy that you came.
Like catch up.
No, seriously, thank you for coming. Yeah. Thank you guys for coming out and watching us or listening to us, whichever platform you're viewing us. We appreciate you.
Yeah, I appreciate you. Yeah. Thank you.
And if you guys have any more stories to give us, we would love to just dissect your stories and give our hot takes.
Definitely give my honest opinion.
Yeah. You know how we are. You know we don't hold back. So.
At all.
Yeah. And yeah. Go ahead and follow Jheda. I will link her social media down below. And thank you so much, you guys. See you next time.